Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you a quick video showing off a little, somewhat medium-sized high haul. I don't know what the standard is for it, but we did get a little haul today as we were out and about, picked up a few things, and this young lady was featured in one of my videos in the past. She's my girlfriend, Lily, if you didn't know, and if you want to see her in another video of mine, you can search our thoughts on the Suicide Squad Joker, which was kinda before we really got a really good look at him, as with a promotional picture, if you remember that first one that came out. But our thoughts have improved upon him lately, I think. But
yeah, definitely, especially mine.
Yeah. But I was a little bit more optimistic, I think. But
yeah, and I was extreme biased.
Yeah. But anyway, we're good with Leto as Joker now, by the way. But that's not what this video is about. That's not what this video is about, though. I don't know, maybe you can kick us off and show us some of the things you picked up today.
I thought we were going to go back and forth.
Alright.
You lied to me.
I'll lead, I'll start, but then we're going to go to her. So. Alright, well, what I picked up from Gamestop is, yes, a used copy of Batman Arkham Origins. I don't have an Xbox One or a PS4, I just have an Xbox 360. I haven't cared to put all that money into one of the new systems yet, especially when the 360 games don't work on them yet. But, and I wanted to play Arkham Origins. I read up on it, but I haven't actually played it yet. I am a little bit put off at a different voice cast, with no Conroy and Hamill. But I do think the guy who voices Chris Redfield in the Resident Evil games is a solid replacement, at least temporarily. Don't get me wrong, Conroy's still the king. But, yeah, some people say this is probably the lesser game in this series, but I'm optimistic with it. I mean, if you guys seen my old video, I did a video about me getting the Arkham Origins Batman figure and the whole set there, so look that up if you want to see what I thought about that. But, yeah, so I picked that up, about $25 or so. Not a bad deal. So, yeah, that's what I got. And, your turn, I do believe.
Alright. Oh, God, where should I start? Alright, I guess I'll just start with what's on top.
It's always good to start on top.
Nice.
Yeah, just skip over the generic sexual joke.
Alright,
Let's just move on.
Alright, well, I guess, I don't know how I should start off with. I've grown more fond of, anime over a period of time, so I actually ended up picking up a shirt of Attack on Titan.
Excellent.
Nice. I guess it's just been something I've been wanting for a while, and I guess the more and more I've gotten into the series and actually have read some of the mangas on the side, it kind of just felt fitting to finally get one, especially due to I'm going to cosplay as the main female character for a Comic-Con, which is coming up around here.
And I may go too, and I may attempt a lame cosplay of either the Punisher or Vegeta. We'll see. But, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
It'll still be nice, though.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's back to me now.
Yep.
And I picked up the DC Collectibles Batman Arkham Knight Harley Quinn figure, which I was very happy to find. I don't know if I mentioned this in any of my videos I might mention it in my Arkham Origins set review, but I did want to pick up an Arkham series Harley Quinn. I was hoping for either the Asylum version or the Knight version, and I got it here. This little girl right here found the last figure they had in stock at the time, and so I'm very happy about that. This looks like a great figure already. Even my webcam makes it look good, so... or shows how good it is. It doesn't make it look good, it does look good. But yeah, just the whole sculpt on the figure looks amazing, and the shading, and the... I'll talk about this later. But I like all the accessories it comes with. The jack-in-the-box with the real spring, a pistol, actually interchangeable hands. And yeah, so there's that.
Alright, so one thing I actually ended up finding at a pretty decent price was the entire Saw franchise. It's been something I've been getting into more, I guess, on my own. I started with the first one, and my mom was pissed. But I have
Mothers.
Yes, mothers. But I've continued it ever since, and I think I'm up to, I want to say, the third or the fourth one now, and I'm actually quite well pleased with the franchise. And a lot of people have their different opinions of it, saying that it just gets more gory and graphic the farther and farther it goes
A lot of people
along.
say it's all about the torture of it and stuff. And that's about it.
A lot of people see it as more like torture porn, but I guess I find like some sort of interesting psychological aspect of it, especially from the first guy who was, I guess, the Saw character, and then his predecessor.
Yeah, see, I've always stayed away from the Saw franchise because I always thought it was just more straight up torture and there wasn't much substance to it. My cat's at the door. But then again, I guess I shouldn't judge it too harshly because I haven't seen it, so maybe I should judge a little bit more fairly after I do so. But, do you think we have to let her in here? Probably.
I don't know.
It's going to keep on distracting us.
Yeah, very true.
I'll do it.
Nope, sorry.
This is embarrassing.
And chairs cause problems.
She needs to go in that room.
Alright.
I don't know if you may or may not have heard my aunt there, but... Alright. So I believe the rotation is to me now, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I show you the Harley. No, not the motorcycle. You're not... Well, it's not going to fly right now. But I also did find, surprisingly, at the same comic book store, the Batman Arkham Asylum DC Collectibles Killer Croc figure. And I was very surprised and happy to find this guy. This is one of the other ones I was looking at when I chose to receive the Arkham Origins set from Movie Pilot. And little hints for hopefully a few days from now, I do have something else coming in from Movie Pilot, but we'll get to that when the time comes. But yeah, I got this guy at about $45 or so, which isn't a bad deal. I've seen it for less, I've seen it for more online, so it's about right in the middle ground for it, I think, at this point. Yeah, I just love the face sculpt on this, the shading with the scales and stuff like that. The Arkham Origins version looked alright too, but I kind of like this design because it's when he's further along in his mutation, so there's a little bit more going on with his face with this one as opposed to the Arkham Origins version. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing a figure review of this at some point, and same thing with the Harley Quinn. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Alright, so I guess it's my turn. It's like with me, like on top of being a strong anime fan, I've also been I guess I've just been very fond of works by Stephen King. I actually collect a lot of his books on the side, which I very do much enjoy. So, I actually kind of got three things of the Stephen King category, but I guess to start it off is I finally got a copy of Stephen King's It, and I am ashamed to say I've not seen this movie yet. Like, I've seen The Stand and Pet Sematary and bits and pieces of other ones that have been adaptations of his books, but I am quite ashamed that I haven't even seen It yet.
I haven't either, don't worry.
Alright, well, I guess it is your turn.
Well, I only have one thing left. So you're going to have to close us after this.
Do you want me to just continue with my set?
Well, no.
So you can close with that?
No, you can just do yours after mine here, and I'll, close the video with whatever I say at the end.
Alright, sounds good.
But, yeah. So I'm not as into anime as she is, but a series I've always liked when it comes to that stuff quite a bit is Dragon Ball Z. There's Dragon Ball GT, which most people don't count Dragon Ball GT as canon anymore anyway. But Dragon Ball Z especially I do really like, especially the Vegeta character I found to be the most compelling in the series, the most well developed. And so I picked up its over 9,000 t-shirt, so I think it looks pretty good. Of course, I think it's from Season 2 when Vegeta first arrived, because Raditz was in Season 1, right? And then Vegeta and Nappa showed up in Season 2, I think. That's correct. Comment below, just try to be a little unangry if you could. But yeah, I know that Saiyan Pride runs through some of you, so I won't blame you. So yeah, I think it looks good. I'm happy to have this.
Alright, and then I guess to conclude the stuff that I have, I actually got two different ones, but Marvel has done comic book franchises of Stephen King's various books. So one in which they did, which I was quite surprised to find, was they did a comic book version of The Stand. This is one I've actually seen the movie for. It was actually, I think, a 6-part television series,
Yeah.
but I highly enjoyed it, even though the movie itself is, well, the TV franchise itself is quite dated.
Mm-hmm.
And still, I was actually quite shocked to even find The Stand in general in any form of, I guess, media than just the books.
Did you even know they did comic book versions of that stuff? Or?
The Stand I didn't know, but of this other one that I have.
Segway.
Yes. One series of his, which I've been trying to get into, is his Dark Tower franchise. And basically Stephen King kind of quoted that it was, I guess, his own version of Lord of the Rings, just a more darker, serious tone, not like this whole adventure. Like, even though it does possess that, it's still kind of like a post-apocalyptic type world.
It's probably a little bit more horror-oriented,
Well,
too.
yeah, of course, because it's Stephen King.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was actually quite happy to find this, especially just at a very good price, though, too, where before I've seen it for its marked price of $25 to maybe $7+.
Mm-hmm.
So finding it for $4, that was a great big surprise.
I'd say that's a deal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So is that all you want to say about it? Or?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, so that's about it for this video. All we have to say, I do believe. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys next time, most likely to review Killer Croc or the Harley Quinn figure. Probably the Killer Croc first, since that figure was made first. But yeah, so add me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Movie Pilot, and look for me on Spoiler-Dead. I'll catch you guys next time, and peace. You have anything you want to do at the end?
I'm not that creative.